I've lived in the historic Old Northeast for a few years now, and I've always wondered, which avenue has the highest property value? To find out, I analyzed every single home sale since January 1st, 2020, and ranked each avenue based on 3 categories: price per square foot, average sale price, and median sale price. And the results were surprising. Old Northeast is the crown jewel neighborhood for the downtown lifestyle of St. Petersburg, Florida. And I knew right off the bat, there are 2 main reasons people are willing to pay top dollar to live here. The first is walkability to downtown. The southern border of the Old Northeast is the beginning of downtown, and these iconic hexagon patterned sidewalks, which are shaded by a canopy of ancient oak trees, make the stroll downtown easy and enjoyable. The top of Old Northeast, however, is a bit of a hike to Central Ave, and while downtown has plenty of parking, there's just something about walking to the pier that is special, and I know people will be willing to pay more to be closer to the heart of the city. The second main attraction is North Shore Park. With its beach for kayak and paddleboard launches, as well as multiple tennis courts with outdoor lighting, volleyball courts, an outdoor gym, a botanical garden, and open green spaces and paved running routes, this is one of the best parks in the county. I also knew there were 3 factors that will certainly affect which avenue is the most desirable to a buyer. The first is flood zones. While most of Old Northeast sits high and dry, it's one gradual hill and some sections are in flood zones. This comes with an added insurance cost, and while the views can be spectacular along the waterfront, many people prefer the peace of mind that comes with being 20 feet above sea level. Another thing to consider is the blocks close to downtown are higher density and have smaller yards than the northern blocks. And finally, when the neighborhood was designed and developed in the early 1900s, all of the avenues were made of brick. Over time, some of these streets have been covered with asphalt. Some people will prefer the brick for the look and to slow cars down, while others may prefer asphalt for a smoother ride, especially if you drive a low-riding sports car. Initially, I wasn't sure exactly how this is going to play into property values. But let's look at the numbers. Since January 1st, 2020, there have been 657 transactions in the Old Northeast on an avenue. The average single-family home sold was a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,300 square foot, closing at $1.192 million. This gives us an average price per square foot of around $518. For this experiment, I decided exclusively to compare the horizontal avenues. I did not consider any vertical streets or Coffee Pot Boulevard or Beach Drive or North Shore Drive. There were only 3 single-family addresses that sold on 5th Avenue Northeast, so I excluded it from the conversation as well. Additionally, I excluded sales under $600K or over $2.5 million to avoid major outliers that would skew the data. Anything under $600K would likely need substantial renovations, and anything over $2.5 million is fairly uncommon in this neighborhood. This left me with 543 transactions of mid-range data to declare a winner. So let's start with price per square foot. Surprisingly, 27th claimed first in this category. I did not expect an avenue so far from downtown to top this list. Now a look at the average sold price for each avenue. And finally, median sold price. The spread on these results is not very significant, and I knew it would be a tight race to declare a winner. For the purpose of this video, to accurately declare a winner to the best of my ability, I decided to create a weighted computer poll where I gave 40% weight to the median sale price. This is to reduce the influence of outliers. And I gave 35% weight to the average sale price, and finally 25% to the price per square foot. And without further ado, the Bronze Medal Avenue with the 3rd most valuable home sites according to my ranking system goes to 27th Avenue Northeast in an absolute photo finish. 17th and 28th lost the title by a razor-thin margin, and could easily be on the podium with a different approach to the data. 27th Avenue Northeast was at the top of the charts in average sale price and price per square foot. However, the median sale price ranked as the 12th highest. I would have been completely shocked had an avenue so far from downtown finished in first place, but clearly 27th and 28th are high-value avenues. Next, the silver medal, which I estimate to hold the second highest property value, goes to 13th Avenue Northeast. This location is just the perfect mix of large yard space, but still close proximity to downtown and North Shore Park. And finally, our gold medal winner, and the most expensive avenue in the Old Northeast, according to my ranking system, proudly goes to 14th Avenue Northeast. No surprise here, this avenue performed well no matter what data you look at. It finished second in median sale price, second in average sale price, and sixth in highest price per square foot. The location makes sense, but I was really surprised through my research to discover that brick streets appear to be more desirable than the paved ones. It's hard to know if this is just coincidental or a major factor or somewhere in between, but the most impressive avenues from a recent sale data standpoint are all brick streets. Beach Drive and North Shore Drive certainly tell a different story, but when just comparing avenues, it would appear that the market values the historic feel over driving comfort. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please remember, this is just my ranking system, and while it is based on data, it's only one format for declaring a winner. In the end, every avenue in the Old Northeast is a fantastic place to live, and I highly recommend this neighborhood to anyone looking to move to St. Petersburg, Florida.